Welcome, my fellow Virgos. This is your bonus reading for May 2022. Your monthly reading is already done, so you want to check that out. I put a link to it. I'll be able to put a link to it at the end of the video. So this is just a bonus, like what can we know right now? You know, we just had a partial solar eclipse. We're going to have the the Scorpio new moon or full moon on the 16th, I believe, and that will include a total lunar eclipse, and then we go into the Gemini new moon at the end of the month, year of the lovers. Gemini is the lovers, so I feel like May is a big time for a lot of people. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. By the way, you could have planets in the sign of Virgo. You may be just, checking on another Virgo's energy. Whatever brought you, I say welcome. We're going to start with the Psychic Tarot, and then we'll bring in the Gilded Tarot as needed. Let's go ahead and put these over here. All right, let's give these a cut. I have not used this deck in a while. And I'm going to shuffle for your cards instead of pulling off the top. Virgo. Okay, one went overboard. Let me grab it. Okay. Okay, we have heartache and loss. This is the Three of Swords. Not a great card, but it is the first card. So, how I read is I feel like the beginning energy is what's moving on out if we allow it. We have balance. This is justice. Card of Libra. Finding balance within oneself. It's interesting because I feel like it following, the Three of Swords. It's saying that this is energy that's available to make you feel whole again. That's what justice is really about, feeling whole. Not better than, not less than, equal to. We have wisdom, which is the Hierophant, card of Taurus. Libra and Taurus side by side here. And last but not least, we have triumph, success. A triumph, success. Ace of Swords. I like that. A triumph, success. Bring this lid down. Too much. Okay, well, let's get all the cards out. When you look at the Hierophant, you want to look at the number 5. Look at this. Another 3. Right under a 3. This is the Empress. Coming under heartache and loss. I can tell you, first of all, I feel like with the Empress connected to that energy, because the Empress doesn't carry this energy with her. It doesn't mean that she hasn't gone through heartache. She hasn't gone through loss. She has. Probably quite a bit, actually. But the Empress is about, connecting her spirituality within her earthly world. She's very wise, right? Her wisdom comes from her experiences. It's like there's certain wisdom I could have never had if I never had certain experiences. The Empress also tells me that chances are you probably have overcome this energy. This could also be some of you may have lost a mother. But if that's the case, I feel like just know that they're here, they're with you. Just not now, but always. Wow, everything's just flying out. Also remember that the Empress is about using your creative energy to create your world, really. The Empress knows like when to hold them and when to fold them. We have discontent and boredom. This is the Four of Cups. We have hope, the Star. The star is coming under the Hierophant, which is really quite beautiful. It feels like, you know, the star is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Wish upon a star. Coming under the Hierophant makes me just feel like, well, you know, whatever. Because, you know, when we put these wishes out there, they do return to us. They just may not return to us exactly how we asked for it. But if it returns to us, it's only returning to us better, in a better form than maybe we could have even realized. So, this is about your dreams and going after your dreams. Then we have the Eight of Swords. It's interesting because it makes me feel like almost like your voice was lost, like your voice was taken, like your ideas, your thoughts were put on a back burner. I feel a little bit of like discontentment within my own life, but at the same time, I feel like I can change that. I can change that. I feel like this discontentment and boredom with balance right above it, again, justice. Excuse me. I don't know. I just feel like it's saying, you know, you got to take an active, you got to be active within in participating in your life. Eight of Swords is kind of like that self-created prison, right? I built these barriers before me so that certain energy can't touch me. Well, we already know it's relating to the heart, right? Relating to emotional pain, and I don't want to go through that again. So what I do is I kind of wall myself off. But you know, honestly, what I feel, because you have two energies here where there's not a lot of action. You're not moving forward in something, but it doesn't mean that your dreams aren't still possible, that your dreams aren't still here. You know, they are. And they are of the light, which I really love. All right, let's go ahead and look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have deception and envy. Wow. Somebody didn't treat you right. Somebody did not treat you right. Somebody probably potentially could have cheated on you. This is nothing that is going to happen. This would have already happened. This is on the bottom of the deck. And because of that energy, that's why the Three of Swords is here. This untrustworthy energy broke my heart, but at the same breath, I'm kind of hanging on to it. All right. Let's go ahead and bring the Gilded Tarot right in. Give it a couple shuffles. Already pre-shuffled. I know some of you said you like hearing the cards being shuffled. So do I. It's therapeutic. Okay. Let's figure this out. All right, let's start right at the beginning. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have the Hangman. That makes sense. It's coming over the Three of Swords. You know, sometimes we do need to take a time out, you know, and allow ourselves to heal. You know, I feel like, listen, there's one of the hardest energies is when someone was untrustworthy towards us. I mean, I know, I've been there, and it's gut-wrenching, right? But at the same time, think about that energy, and yes, it's gut-wrenching, but do you want to stay in it, right? Do you want to keep carrying that around? Because it's almost like whoever this person was that, again, is untrustworthy energy, is probably the same person where I feel like, in a way, you lost your voice. You lost your power. You thought you lost it. You didn't really lose it. It's just, you know, became dormant. So the Hangman is a time out. But the Hangman is seeking wisdom for his next steps. What do I do next? Temperance. Beautiful. Patience, my dear. Patience. Temperance is a message about, you know, those things that we have no control over. We got to stop trying to control. Sometimes it's someone else, right? Maybe I want the love of this person. Maybe I want the attention of this person, but they're not giving it to me. Matter of fact, they're giving me the opposite. They're giving me heartache and pain. They're causing me to create these barriers that are actually, who are they hurting? They're hurting me, right? This is self-created. The only one who can uncreate it is you. But it has to, you know, and I feel like, how do I uncreate this? Through your own awareness. Sometimes, you know, look back at the person who really hurt you and think, like, do I even want that energy back, right? Sometimes I just have to move on. And I know that kind of seemed harsh, so I apologize for that. But I feel like Temperance is saying, like, listen, Temperance is coming over justice, first of all. So it is about making you feel whole again. But you have to participate in that. With the Four of Cups underneath it, you know, you also need to participate. The Four of Cups, I can get lost in my emotions. I can get lost in my daydreams. Listen, I feel like there's something also that you are dreaming about that can become a reality. But it, again, not without your participation. So Temperance is divine timing, and sometimes divine timing is waiting on us. Sometimes we're waiting on it. But the one thing we can know with this is the right time is the right time. We'll be at the right time at the right place, and that's all we need to know, so to speak. You know what I mean? If we trust in divine energy. Some of you could have literally gone through a divorce, or you are going through a divorce. And listen, I know it's hard. You know, what's interesting is I remember, you know, I was going to say my first marriage. I was only married once, but I was pretty young. And, you know, I fell out of love because my then husband just hurt me over and over and over with this type of energy. And it hurt even though I had fallen out of love. You know what I mean? So I had to look at that, like, why? All right, anyways, we have the King of Wands. Can be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. For some of you, I feel like, interesting, now we have the King of Swords. I was just going to say, for some of you, I feel like this King of Wands may also be someone who is one of your guides that help guide you. What's he coming under? Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Now we have the King of Swords coming over the Ace of Swords. Listen, I feel like if you lost your voice, if you feel like you lost your power, this is you finding it again. This is you taking it back. Taking it back. You know, deception and envy and heartache and loss is one type of energy. But then I feel like over here, the Hierophant and the Star is the opposite of that energy. And that's kind of what I feel like. I get the pain, but I don't want to give this energy too much of my time because it's not worth it. Anyways, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Two kings side by side. We have the Ten of Wands. You know, I feel like... Okay, let's talk about this for a second, because I feel like this Ten of Wands is talking directly to how you've had your major growth in your life. Because you've gone the Ten of Wands to the Empress's energy. Ten of Wands is where I seem to take all the responsibility on my back. It's back-breaking. I often feel in the Ten of Wands like bring it to an end, or go ahead and send me a tower, right? It can be something that I can't end myself, so bring me a tower. Let the tower end it. Again, I'm getting that energy because this Ten of Wands is right next to deception and envy, that this is energy that wants to close, right? And why? Because you were carrying all the weight of it. If it speaks of a relationship, it seems like all the weight of the relationship fell upon your shoulders. I feel like for some of you, though, this is talking about something that you've already overcome. And maybe it's giving you a look at how far you have come. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn, coming over the Four of Cups. Justice and Temperance. Also, it's touching the Three of Swords. Could certainly talk about maybe a Capricorn that hurt you in some way. For some of you, this is talking about energy. You know, it's like when I'm younger, until I really figure out how energy works, I may end up in my shadow energy more than I want. But in that shadow energy is really where I'm doing a lot of soul work, whether I know it or not. You know, sometimes we go through an experience and it takes us years to figure out why. But when we do, how enlightening is that? I also want to say there may be, you know, a few out there that there's something that you do that may stop you from being, how do I want to say this? I was going to say efficient, but I don't think that's the right word. You know, let me put it in a different way. Like, you know, like I have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, but then I go to a party, you know, a lot, and I stay till like 3, and then I get home at 4, and then it gives me 2 hours of sleep. So I'm not going to be as productive as I could be. I feel like that's what it's talking about. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to work, but, you know, use that in your own situation. Something that tends to keep me from my potential. Queen of Swords, coming over the Star card, can be an Aquarius. Libra, or Gemini. We have the King, so we have matching energy. The Queen's coming over the Star. The King is coming over the Ace of Swords. Some of you, like, this is clearing, and this is something that looks like it may be coming in. I have a feeling this King of Wands, I know he's probably living for many of you, but some of you, this is a guide. I feel it. Like this is one of your guides, and they're being very proactive in helping a dream come true, but it can't come true unless you participate in it also. We have the Strength card. Beautiful. So now the Strength card's coming over the Eight of Swords, that self-created prison. The Strength card. This is something, it's interesting because self-created prison can only be uncreated by you. And the Strength card talks about your inner strength. This is about the strength you have within yourself. It's not really about the outer world, except if you feel like you need help, ask for help. That's not a sign of weakness, that's a sign of strength. But this is also about taming the beast within ourselves. This could talk about two people that were taming the beast within themselves. And I call it the beast. I mean the light and the shadow, the light and the dark, which we all have. The feminine and the masculine, which we all have. This is pulling on that inner knowing, your intuition. This is freeing you. It's freeing you from that Eight of Swords. Also card of Leo, by the way. We have a lot of people out on the board. All right, before we go, I don't want to make this too long, but I do want to look at King of Swords. Look at this. Look at this. I was going to look at the King of Wands, and something like said, no, look at the King of Swords. Now, again, it does not have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone I feel like, when we think of the Queen and the King of Swords, first of all, truth, honesty is probably one of the most important factors. You didn't have that back here. You didn't have truth and honesty. So I like that the people that are brought to the table, that's their, almost like their number one thing. Great communicators, through their own voice, their own spoken voice, whether, again, I'm speaking it, or I'm singing it, or I'm writing it, or I'm teaching it. It is your voice again. I also like that it's bringing this like-minded energy, and I also feel like this Queen and King, listen, I kind of don't feel like they know each other, but I feel like they still share the Strength card. So this could talk about synchronicities with someone that I meet. Like when I was going through this period, I'm telling my story, and then they have a very similar story to tell. But anyways, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. I feel like in a tarot reading, how do I say this? Like, not that there's fake, I don't know. But I feel like when you watch a tarot reading, it would serve you to look at the hard energy just as much as looking at this beautiful energy of like the Ten of Cups, right? Because this is about a journey getting to this Ten of Cups. This energy has got to go, right? It's like, I got to clear this energy, because if I'm hanging onto this heart and all this heartache and pain due to what somebody else did to me, I'm still giving them that power. Some of you, I feel like it's a divorce. It's a cutting of ties. Whether it be love, whether it be a job, whatever it may be, it definitely was no longer serving you. So interesting that this King brings out the Ten of Cups. This is a happy home. This is the type of home that I hope everybody ends up in by The time, the year of the lovers ends. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords again. I don't even know where I was taking a card at, but it came out. But look at it. It is in reverse. And I am hoping that it is meant to be in reverse. Because if it is, that means that you have put down your walls. You have freed yourself from this prison. You have taken your power back, your voice back. Doesn't mean, you know, it's like I feel like I do it, but I'm still a little like shaky about it. But at the same time, I'm trusting my gut and I know it's the right thing to do. You know, I feel like our readings are always saying don't live in fear because that's what gets us stuck. Don't live in past pain. That's what gets us stuck. Evaluate it. Look at it. Learn from it. That's what the Empress does. The Empress is the wise one, the creative one. She is the nurturer. She does not allow life. Listen, but she had to learn that about not allowing life and love to harden her. Quite the opposite, but she did have to learn that. She had to free herself also. Okay. I just want to look at Temperance. And, okay, we have the Two of Wands. Because I want to see, the reason I'm looking at Temperance is Temperance talks about divine timing. That means something's coming in, right? Something new is beginning. Something is changing. Two of Wands, beautiful. This is walking on a path of your desires, your dreams, your hopes. This is action. This is action. And I was going to say one more. We have the Five of Cups. But hello, Five of Cups came in reverse. Now, again, I wasn't going to do reversals, but I watched it reverse itself. So, Five of Cups. Bye-bye, past. Hello, future. Five of Cups, Ten of Cups. Five of Cups on this side, Ten of Cups on this side. Bye-bye. Those who are no longer serving me. You know, Five of Cups in the upright is about focusing on all I have lost, but its message is about change, right? No more focusing on all I have lost. Instead, put the intention on all that is yet to be discovered. And that's exactly what you're discovering in the Five of Cups are two cups. Two cups. Following, hello, that Two of Wands. Virgo, you're putting your past behind you once and for all. These people who do not know how to treat you. Now listen, maybe in time, like if this is like a very young age, but I feel like if you're, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that. I was going to say if you're a cheater, you're a cheater. I don't know. I'm not a cheater. I'm too emotional. Like I couldn't imagine hurt, like because I've been hurt like that. I couldn't imagine hurting another like that. So I'm not a cheater. I will leave instead. Anyways, Virgo, old energy, new energy. Now, we have the Ten of Cups. This is the potential, right? But this feels like it's saying, let's start at the beginning. Let's get excited about what can be. Let's let go of what is no longer serving us. Because there's still two cups that you have yet to discover. And how about we go on that path? Like-minded energy coming out. I know many of you, this is a spirit guide who's helping to direct. Listen, it's coming over your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. What you want in your life. What your soul wants in your life. Eight of Swords, in a way, can stop that. It is a block that you put in front of you. But with that Eight of Swords came back out and reversed itself. You're freeing yourself. Listen, it's not all about love. I know that. And this is not speaking only about love. This is speaking about your life and how you want it to be and how you wanted to see it. But I'm telling you, those who didn't serve you, and when I say serve you, I mean they had no, listen, sometimes this energy teaches us a lot. It teaches us about ourselves and about how far and how long, like, we are willing to stay in this type of energy, because I know for some of you it's been a long time in the Ten of Wands, and it is not an equal, an equal relationship. Why do I want to stay in it? Now, I'm not trying to talk you into anything. You do whatever you want to do, and that's what your guides will say. Do whatever you want to do. But if you look at it with your spirit eyes, let's say, you can see it clearly that, again, it's like night and day. Night and day. Maybe I didn't have to go through this, but maybe I was willing to go, my soul was willing to go through it, because my soul knew that eventually I would figure this out and then move into my true desires. Move into your true desires. With the Emperor on the bottom of this deck. Card of Aries. But this is about business ownership, leadership, putting a plan together. The Emperor is normally someone we look up to. It is a father figure. We have the Empress and we have the Emperor. Some of you, this could certainly be your father who helps guide you, but I feel others also mothers. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I know this is difficult, but this is showing you the light at the end of the tunnel. All you got to do is seek it. If you seek it, you're going to find it. You will find it, right? It's not about something landing in your lap. It's about you going after it and your spirit guides working hand in hand with you. I feel like there must be very strong signs. When I see this type of reading, you must be getting some type of signs. Trust that. Trust your instinct. Anyway, I'm going to let it be. I love you guys. I hope you all end up in this Ten of Cups. That is my wish for you. Whether that be with another lover, this is just a happy home. It's a happy home. There's harmony in this home. So, we'll leave it be. I love you guys. I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.